Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do another Twisted Disney makeup transformation today, and it's one that I've always wanted to do that's super kind of difficult, intense, because it has a big prosthetic in it. Brought to you by mostlydead.com, but today we're going to turn it into Quasimodo from the Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame. He rings the bell. He hangs out with gargoyles. So today is going to be a two-parter makeup. First, I'm going to turn into Quasimodo with a prosthetic, and then I want to do a twist in the second part of this video where I'm going to have him transforming into a gargoyle, since he hangs out with the gargoyles so much, like a statue in the cathedrals. So let's see how this turns out and get started with the makeup. As you can see, I have blue eyes in today, since Quasimodo, I'm pretty sure, has blue eyes in the cartoon version. I wanted to have something that's kind of like the cartoon version, also as if the cartoon came to life. So that's what we're going to try to accomplish today. Whenever I do these cartoon characters coming to real life, it's pretty difficult because you don't know how exactly, you could know like their face structure, but not like the fine details where they would have wrinkles, fine lines, if they would have freckles, what their real expression, like the texture and shape of their lips would be. They don't show that in the Disney cartoons, so you have to really use your imagination for these. And put a sock on your head for a wig cap, because I'm definitely going to put a wig on later. And what I'm going to do now is flatten down my eyebrows, because we're going to do a full prosthetic. So this makeup's going to be even more extra difficult because we're only going to be able to see out of one eye during this whole makeup process, which makes me nervous, but I'm pretty sure this isn't the first time I did a makeup with one eye. When I did Harry Potter Twisted Transformation, I had the scar lightning bolt on his eye. I had to look out of one eye to do that makeup as well. And as always, for these eyebrows, I'm just doing some glue stick and powder to flatten them down and to really actually protect it from any prosaide seeping through to my eyebrows when I'm wearing this full face prosthetic, because we're going to need a lot of prosaide all over our face. My skin might break out later and regret it later when I take off the prosthetic. So when I flatten down my eyebrows, I do about 4 layers of glue and powder. It all depends on how thick your eyebrow hairs are and how much you feel comfortable with and how flat you want your eyebrows to go down. And just dust off the extra powder. Alright, so the prosthetic I'm using today is from mostlydead.com. It is a Wuchi, I hope I'm saying that right, brand prosthetic of the Quasimodo face. Like I said, we're going to do this whole makeup probably with only one eye, because this baby only has one eye available. You have to pop this out to be able to see through it, and you could also pop out the mouth. And it would be nice to be able to breathe through my nose, so we could pop that out wherever it has the thin liquid latex for some thin, nice layers to blend in. Wow, this is going to be difficult, and I'm wearing circle lenses! This is actually not a Quasimodo prosthetic. It's called the apocalyptic prosthetic. So to apply this, we're going to use prosaide, unless you got money for some Telluses. I'm going to start from the center of my face and apply that glue on my cheekbones, and I'm going to mist around my brows, but it'll be fine. They'll be covered. Everywhere the prosthetic's gonna touch, and then some, a little extra. But don't get it on your hair. Okay, friends? Okay. This is gonna be so difficult. I really wanna make sure it's glued on there. I'm glad I decided to do this at like 7 in the morning. Because it's gonna be hard. Imagine if the UPS man came to my door and I had to explain why I look like this. If you're claustrophobic, you might have problems with this, honestly. Just a warning. So the thing I'm finding difficult so far is talking, and I have spit pooling up here, which isn't good for glue. Okay, to do the edges, I'm gonna get a red stipple sponge, cut it into a wedge, and get some liquid latex to stipple on the edges. Sunshine. Listen to me breathe. prosthetic ASMR. Alright, time for a liquid latex. The cool thing about a full face prosthetic like this is that you don't have to worry like the most extreme about your edges. You really want them to make sure they're stuck down, but you don't need them to look the most beautiful thing in the world. Well, for this one specifically, maybe because we're gonna put a wig on, so it's gonna cover a lot of it. And when you're on a set doing makeup, you need to think about stuff like that. What do you need to spend the most time on? What's gonna be shown the most on camera? Just doing around the perimeter edges of the prosthetic. For the rest of this prosthetic, I'm just gonna do a layer of liquid latex, and then I'm going to let that dry and do a layer of prosaide. So we'll be back from that because it's gonna take me forever. Okay, so now that I have the liquid latex on all of the prosthetic, had that dry, and now I have the prosaide on. It's kind of like, acts like the primer for these foam latex prosthetics before you put on makeup. I'm going to use my Mel Pax paint in pale mauve just to give like some blood tone underneath so that it matches our skin better, so it doesn't look like we just, you know, put a fake piece of something on our face. We want it to match our skin. So this is going to help it look more alive and lifelike if we do this layer first before matching the makeup with our skin tone. We're probably going to look like a devil with all this red on, but that's okay because I'll color match it after. This is just the base layer. When you're doing foam latex prosthetics, you want to make sure you use the correct paint. Pax paint has some prosaide in it. And if you don't use the correct paint, it can really get into the pores of this foam latex prosthetic and break it down. I hope you guys could hear me with this on, but that's what you don't want. And I'm gonna leave the whiteness of that eye right there bare. We're getting places. It's gonna take a while. You have to make sure you really get in all those cracks and crevices on the foam latex prosthetic. I just got a little piece so that I could get in here. This is the hard part because I can only see out of one eye. I'm gonna get a Q-tip to really get in all those cracks and crevices. Again, I'm trying not to get the whiteness of the eye. And we're not done with this. We still have to do the skin tone layer on top of this. Alright, now that we have that, let's wait for it to dry. Alright, now it's for some shibui. Shibui, this color, my skin color, in Mel Pax paint. Finally. Just get a disposable makeup sponge again and tap, 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 pat, pat, pat. This is gonna take a while, kids. It's looking like my skin color though. We're getting places. I have to make sure the red is covered. It's like hiding Quasimodo's demon underneath his skin. Alright, gotta let this dry. Alright, now I'm gonna get some rubber, it's hard to talk, mask grease paint in like this blush tone color to get some life in his cheeks and his lips. Maybe just his lips. I forgot how messy your mask grease paint is. Looks like I'm wearing lipstick now. I'm putting some skin tone on top just to tone it down a little. There, that looks better. Now, it's time to powder this baby. Put some more paint, especially on the eye. And what I really want to do is put some definition in his face with some alcohol paint. Before I powder, let me get some foundation to put on the perimeter of our actual skin. There. This Shibui Mel Pax paint perfectly matches the Covergirl Outlast Stay Fabulous foundation in the color buff beige. That's what we're putting on our face. Now I'm just powdering with translucent powder all over my face to set it. And I'm going to get some alcohol paints and some darker contour colors to put it in the wrinkles and crevices of my face. And we'll probably do some blush too. So some blushing cheeks. And I'll put some foundation with a dual fiber in my eye socket. All these little like definitions of moles and stuff and bumps on his face, we're going to fill around that as well. I could tell under this prosthetic that this part of the eye under here is watering under it though, thank goodness. Which I don't know if that's even a better thing. Now we need to paint this eye. We painted it white and I'm going to powder it. And then we're gonna paint some of it blue. So to get the blue pupil, I'm getting some teal, and then I'm gonna put some eyeshadow over it. Now just getting some black eyeliner to color in the pupil and detail of the eye. And if you mess up, you can just get some Mel Pax paint and paint over it. And get some darker colors to shadow in around it. And next I have to put on some eyebrows, which I almost forgot about. Alright, now it's time to put on some... I am going to put some spirit gum on. Try not let... Oh, I'm going to maybe cover up some of the mold. Now that we have where we're going to put our eyebrows on, we get some crepe wool. Crepe wool is just fake, like beard hair. I get it from makeup effects stores. They have some, I think, at some Halloween stores. If you don't want to use this, you can just paint on eyebrows, to be honest, because Quasimodo is not really known for his eyebrows. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Just have to remember to not stab my eye. And I'm going to put on a wig. I think this one's my Ed Sheeran wig, but it looked ginger enough for a realistic Quasimodo look. And now I'm just going to pack on some sweaters on my back. And a jacket. A green jacket to match. And it's literally from Fashion Nova. So I hope you guys enjoyed the first part of this makeup transformation of turning into Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame, Quasimodo. Leave a comment down below on what other twisted Disney looks you would love to see, or videos in general for Halloween. This was so intense and so hard to make I could barely see, but let's turn into the second part of this video of me having to be half gargoyle. That would be so amazing. So let's see if we can do it. Thank you again to mostlydead.com for providing this prosthetic. I think Quasimodo looks super cute. I would hang out with him. Alright, so the first part to turn into the gargoyle. We're going to rip this eyebrow off. Forget it. It's not there. It doesn't exist. Then I'm going to get this foam latex prosthetic of a horn. It's a cute little horn. I'm going to dip her in some prosaide and stick good on my brow forehead situation right here. Oh yeah, we got a gargoyle. I'm just gonna push this back. You'll see my wig cap, but don't worry, I'll put it back. Now that that's on there, we need some liquid latex with the red stipple sponge. Stippling it on top. Stipple good. Stipple up. You know you should. Now it's time to get some Monster Gray Pax paint. I use these on all my Pax paints on little tiny paper plates. Quasimodo's so cute that he would eat off of. I'm also gonna get the color Raven. Since the gargoyles have more human eyes than the Disney, I'm not gonna change my contact lens, but if you wanna look really cool, you can put a white contact lens in. I'm gonna paint my horn. I'm just gonna paint some of my skin to look like the color of a gargoyle. Especially where we had that spirit gum where our brow was. La-da-dee, turn into gargoyle. Yes, I am. Turn into gargoyle. Goyle. Gargoyle, goyle. That's enough. Now, getting the darker raven color and doing lines. Get a brush that you don't mind throwing away. Do some stuff like that. Now that you're overheating, get some matte black eyeshadow or darker brown, and we're gonna color in the socket of the eye. Getting some mossy green to do like this. Ooh, like moss is growing. Ooh, and then some matte black in here. Some more black eyeliner. Just get the waterline and then any cracks. So I hope you guys enjoyed the second part of this makeup transformation of Disney's Hunchback of Notre Dame, Quasimodo, transforming into a gargoyle. This is so much fun to do. It was a lot of hard work, so I hope you guys enjoy. Subscribe for more videos like this, and I do makeup beauty videos here twice a week on my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. All the products I use in this video will be listed down below in the description box, including these amazing prosthetics from mostlydead.com. Make sure to check them out for your Halloween supplies. There will be a link down below in the description box. Imagine Quasimodo turning into a statue gargoyle. This is so cool. Again, I couldn't see out of an entire eyeball during this whole process. Now it's time for me to turn back into myself. Ugh. Get your Fashion Nova fit. I can't believe I used my Fashion Nova sweater for this. Ugh, and I sweated through it, definitely. Imagine if you were this for Halloween. Be crazy. I definitely need some isopropyl myristate. Oh, and I definitely need this. These come in handy with the isopropyl because I soak it in it to really get all the prosthetic off. Watch, it's magic. Let my face free. It's like I can see more light too. Yay, my eyebrows are still on. I knew they would be. I didn't put prosaide on it, I just put glue sticker on it, and I put the prosaide around it. Wow. I feel like I was unburied from down below, 6 feet under. If you are claustrophobic, I would not suggest doing a full face prosthetic like this. That's cool, but it's gonna be thrown out. Just trying to get all the residual residue, like alien slime, off of a human. Like if I was attacked by the aliens from Stranger Things. That's what I feel like. Just that slime everywhere. But they didn't invade my body yet. Got some little chunks for you that we gotta wipe off our face. Gotta make sure to get all that prosaide and gunk off. I'm pretty sure I just waxed every single hair off my face. Little hair I got. All my peach fuzzes. If I go outside now, it'll look like my boyfriend's beating me up or something. This black eye. Alright, you guys. I'm gonna call it quits and take a nice long shower. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I appreciate you all and sharing my videos and YouTube channel. Love you guys. Bye.